You want to talk about hot, steamy, muggy? Oh man, I tell you what, the weather here tonight in the central Appalachians of the southwestern part of Virginia, I feel like I'm standing in a shower, okay? We've had just some really miserable humidity for the last few days, and then these evening thunderstorms, and once they go over, bam, here comes the humidity again. Wow. Tell you what, if you order a drink on the rocks, by the time you get it, those rocks are going to be melted. Hello everybody, I'm Mark and you're watching the Garage Guy 879 channel. Tonight is Friday night, July 1st, 2022. What we're looking at right here is my G3 series pistols from Taurus. Of course, one that started it all, the G3C right here. We also have the full-sized G3, Glock 19 sized. And right here, if these two got together, had a few drinks, and made the beast with two backs, you would end up with the Taurus G3XL, the G3 sized slide on G3C sized frame. All right. Now let's scoot these over here, out of the way, this over here, and let's bring in this, the Taurus G3X. All right, it has the G3C sized slide on a frame with the G3 size grip. A lot of people might say, well, Mark, gee whiz, why'd you get all those? Well, you know, I'm not a collector, but when you have a certain model come out with different variations, I figured, what the heck, why not? Might as well get all of them, make a set complete, okay? And that's exactly what I did. Now this right here, the G3X, some people say, well, it's Taurus's answer to the Glock 19X and the Glock Model 45. That's a good analogy, but to me, let me give you my analogy. This is more comparable to if Glock had come out with a Model 26X. The slide, to me, I think it's closer to the Glock 26 size on a frame with a Glock 19 size grip. That's my take on it. Now this does have, well, let's do a safety check right here. We're empty. Nothing in the chamber. Point, name, safe direction. Good to go. All right. Now this here does have the double strike capability like all the other G3 models. That means if you pull the trigger and the round doesn't go off, then instead of having to wrap and tack again, chamber another round, just point and aim, click a second time. And Taurus did a study on that here some years back, about 10 years ago, and come to find out 93% of the time on the second try that round would go off. It doesn't always happen, but that's what their study found. And you know, I've had some duds here in my G3C, and then when I'd pull that trigger the second time, they went off. You know, and that can be a time saver, and saving time in a self-defense situation can be a lifesaver. All right, this thing right here, it's got a good feel to it. It's all right. The ideal of it is you have less slide mass coming back, and which reduces recoil, and it's easier for you to get back on target, and the bigger grip means more leverage. So y'all know what I'm saying. The sights on here are compatible with Glock sights, and they're aftermarket sights. I do recommend, if you get one and you're going to seriously carry it for a concealed carry pistol, yeah, change out the sights. But these factory sights will do in a pinch. You have a white dot on the front, and the sights are blacked out here on the back. All right. And I do have the Talon rubber grips on here. I have them on probably 95% of all my handguns, pistols anyway, and it does make a world of difference. The stippling on these Tauruses, some people feel they might be a little bit aggressive. Talon rubber grips, that's the answer. Get on eBay or go to Talon's website. Tell them what you need and they'll hook you right up. Now, a lot of people look at the Glock 19X and the Glock 45, and not everybody in this day and time can afford one of those. I mean, you can always find some place with layaway, but you're going to pay dearly for it. Starting price on one of those two models is what, around $550 and higher? Depends on what you want. But like I said, in this day and time, a lot of people, you know, they got to buy groceries, they got to pay the rent, they got to pay their light bill. I got about $280 in this right here. It comes with two 15-round magazines. And we get the G3 right here. We'll pull this out. And I do have some rounds in it. And this here is the G3 17-round magazine with the grip sleeve right there. We just go ahead. Voila, fits like a glove. All right. Take that back out, put that over here. Like I said, 280 bucks. Not so bad. Well, I took the first shots with this earlier today. What do you say we look at that video footage and see how I did? And then we'll come back, we'll wrap the video up. Be right with you. All right, we're down here at my little shooting area. Got a different places to go around. Here we are, first shots, G3X Taurus. I do have the Talon rubber grip on here, and when this functions fine, I'll yank the old tagger off. Let's shoot a full magazine, 15 rounds, see what happens. That one. Well, flinching. I flinched a few of those shots, but other than that, functioned flawlessly. What do you say we head up to the garage and wrap this up? Alright, my friends, what do you say we go ahead and wrap this up with a few final thoughts? Now, instead of 15 rounds, I guess I miscounted. I only had 14 rounds in a magazine, but that was still plenty enough to do a function check. Had no problems with it. My problem is, as always with a new firearm, I always seem to flinch. You know, that's just me. That's just, I guess, the way I am until I get used to a new firearm. But this right here, for what it is, 280 bucks, very accurate, okay? Out of those 14 shots, I only missed 2. Now, you might say, well, you missed 3. I missed the target on 3, but I only missed 2 completely. If you look back, shot number 7. I hit the post about 4 inches below the target. And believe me, if I aimed at the post, stood there, and tried to hit it again, I couldn't do it. You know, just one of those things. And then I missed shots, what was it, number 11, number 14. Like I said, that was me flinching. Now, like I said, you know, you got less slide mass coming back, and that gives you more control over the firearm, makes it easier for quicker target acquisitions for the next shot, and for the longer grip, better leverage. I don't know if y'all can hear that, but the neighbors on down in the hollow tonight, they're setting off some fireworks. That's fine. Anyhow, you know, not everybody, like I said, can afford to go out and buy a Glock 19X or a Glock 45. I think this here is a good, viable budget option. And once I get some more rounds through it, say about close to 500, I'll be doing an update video on it. You know, I know it's been a while since I did any shooting on any of my videos, and it's high time I get back to that. The way I've been working and everything, work schedule, other things going on, you know, that interferes with what I love doing here. Okay, but Taurus G3X, a viable budget option. To me, it really wasn't any different than shooting a G3C. And the thing about the G3C over all these models here, other than it being smaller and more concealable, is that it comes from the factory with 3 12-round mags, to which the G3X only comes with 2 15-round mags. Now 3 12-round mags, that's what, 36 rounds? And 2 15-round mags, 30 rounds. Y'all do the math. You know, math is not my friend. Anyhow, you know, you can't go wrong, in my opinion, with any of the G3 series pistols from Taurus. Some people might say, Mark, what about the GX4? That is not part of the G3 series, okay? It's a totally different firearm. Doesn't have the double strike capability. But these here, G3C, G3XL, G3X, G3, all budget options, all excellent budget options. All right. Try one out, okay? If you got a range nearby and they rent out the firearms, give one of these a try. I promise you will not regret it. I'm Mark, Garage Gate 79. I'm going to get on down here at the house. I'm going to kick back in the AC and forget about this humid, muggy weather. All right. Always remember, when you go shooting, please be safe.